शेखर भाटिया पिछले कई दहाइयों से यहाँ की जो मेन स्ट्रीम अखबार हैं उनके लिए फ़ुटबॉल क्राइम्स और मुख्तलिफ इन्वेस्टिगेशन है वो कवर करते हैं, ना सिर्फ बरतानिया में बल्कि पूरी दुनिया में वो स्पोर्ट्स और ख़ास तौर पर फ़ुटबॉल वो कवर करने के लिए जाते हैं। लेकिन उन्होंने अपनी जो पूरी ज़िंदगी का जो उनका एक्सपीरियंस है उसकी बुनियाद पे उन्होंने जो एक तहकीकात की उन्होंने जो अपने इन्वेस्टिगेशन वो छापी है, जिसमें वो जिक्र करते हैं कि किस तरह से जो पाकिस्तान, इंडिया और बांग्लादेश से आने वाले लोग हैं 70s में उनको यहाँ पर रेसिज्म का सामना करना पड़ा। और
अच्छा, मैं ਇੱਥੇ ਜੰਮਿਆ ਨਾ ਲੰਡਨ ਦਾ ਐਂਡ ਮੈਂ ਫੁੱਟਬਾਲ ਸਪੋਰਟਰ ਸੀ ਬਚਪਨ ਵਿੱਚ। ਫਿਰ ਮੈਂ ਇੱਕ ਕਲੱਬ ਹੈ ਵੈਸਟ ਹੈਮ ਯੂਨਾਈਟਿਡ, ਉੱਥੇ ਲੋਕ ਬਹੁਤ ਖਰਾਬ ਸੀ ਸਕਿਨਹੈਡ ਦਾ। ਮੈਨੂੰ ਪੈਕੀ ਬੁਲਾਉਂਦੇ ਸੀ, black names, ਸਭ ਕੁਝ। ਮੈਨੂੰ ਡਰ ਲੱਗਿਆ ਨਾ, ਮੈਂ ਬੱਚਾ ਸੀ। When you're a child you can't understand racism, so I used to hide and I used to miss the matches. And also in journalism as well, in Fleet Street, which Evening Standard, बहुत अच्छा आदमी होते हैं, but one or two people caused me trouble. They held me back, and because of my skin color, and most of my father's friends were Indian, Pakistani, Sardars. We never understood racism, because when they came, first generation, they had to band together. Racism came as a result of us being successful and being good at what we did and working twice as hard. And this is where the jealousy came from, I think.
किस किस्म का exact form of racism था?
They used to call us Pakis and curry muncher, and in Green Street, where West Ham ground was, there were lots of Gujarati, Indian, Pakistani women who had stalls, and they would throw the stalls over, skinheads before the match and do the Nazi salutes, and we're only talking 20, 25 years ago, so it's evolved a lot since then, of course, because now you call somebody the P word or any other word, you can get arrested. But it was a really tough time.
आपको बहुत मुश्किल हालात का भी सामना करना पड़ा, और क्या चीज़ थी कि जिसने आपको ड्राइव किया?
तुसी भी journalist Murtaza ji, and our profession is the best in the world. I mean, I very selfishly, I knew that मैं Pulitzer Prize नहीं जीत सकता. मैं सारे दुख world देखना सी, travel करना. I met Nelson Mandela, Princess Diana, the King, the Prime Ministers. I covered the Pakistan election in one of the 90s when Imran Khan against Nawaz Sharif won. I've been to Pakistan 5 times. I wanted to see these places, and the only way that I could do it was to be a journalist and not be a victim, not let people beat me. Because I was the only person of colour, I think that made me feel stronger inside, although there were very, very difficult times, because when someone calls you the P word, actually you can handle it, but when it's more inbred, stuff hidden, like I was on the Evening Standard for 10 years, I wasn't given a desk. I had never had my own desk. I was always hot desking, asking people, and they'd come to work and they'd say, can I have my desk back? I said, yeah, sure. When they moved from Fleet Street to Kensington, they had a floor plan, and my name wasn't on there, and I was an equal. I thought I was equal, but those kind of things really hurt.
25 years ago, let's say 10 years पहले से अभी तक आप क्या देखते हैं, कितना डिफरेंस आया है सोसाइटी में इक्वालिटी के हवाले से, रेसिज्म के हवाले से?
हाँ, उन्हें रेसिज्म बहुत मुश्किल है लोग मैं कैसे लोग P word नहीं कहते, N word नहीं कह सकते. They can't call you anything now officially by the law. I still think when I walk into a room that I am recognised as a person of colour rather than an equal. But that doesn't make me a lesser equal. I'm happy to be a person of colour. I'm happy that my parents came from Lahore, before partition, and that we're Punjabis, and I can understand. मैं आंधी है Punjabi, but मैं shy हो गया. I understand Urdu Punjabi. I love our poetry. I love our food. I love our people. And I think the British have come to appreciate us much more over the last 20, 25 years. Unfortunately for me, I'm towards the end of my career. I'm in my 60s, and I've been doing this for 47 years.
You've made enough money now to retire. I know how much money you make every month. But ये बताएं कि जो हम पहले देखते थे कि यहाँ पे जो ब्रिटिश एजेंट्स थे, पाकिस्तानीज, इंडियन, बांग्लादेशीज, उनके बारे में एक स्टीरियोटाइप थी कि वो सिर्फ क्रिकेट खेलते हैं, फुटबॉल की तरफ नहीं आते. अभी क्या आप समझते हैं, आप तो फुटबॉल के एक्सपर्ट हैं, गुरु हैं, क्या अभी चीज़ें बदली हैं, हमारे लोग सॉकर के फुटबॉल की तरफ आ रहे हैं?
Why is there no Sardar? Why is there no Khan Saab from Karachi? Why aren't they in the league? He says that the football still has a stereotypical attitude towards us, that we're not interested, that we're more interested in business or medicine or law. Cricket, yeah, cricket's a big thing. Why can't we love cricket as well as football? I once spoke to John Terry's mother, he was the England captain, Chelsea captain, and his mother told me that when he was a child with his brother, Paul, who was also a footballer, as kids they used to play a match at 4 o'clock, come home, she'd wash their clothes, they'd have something to eat, and then they'd go and play again. And I think it's that kind of dedication that we don't give our children, because we don't have it in us to. I think very few footballers have made it, and those parents must be amazing. You know, my father wanted me to be a barrister. He was a barrister in the Lahore High Court, Shekhar Bhatia, and he wanted me to be a barrister like him, but I just fell in love with journalism. And one of the reasons was there's a footballer, an Indian guy called Ricky Happolyte, and he's here. He was the first in the 60s, and since then there's been maybe 5 or 6 Asians who made it, nobody.